Okay. Alright. I think I'm going to want to beat people to death with sticks. So, 2 in that. Computer hacking. And real name. Perfect.
I take it he was agreeable.
He didn't really have a choice.
Has he been infected?
Oh yes, most certainly. When I mentioned that we could put him on the priority list for the ambrosia vaccine, he was so willing it was almost pathetic.
This plague, the rioting, is intensifying to the point where we may not be able to contain it.
Why contain it? Let it spill over into the schools and churches. Let the bodies pile up in the streets. In the end, they'll beg us to save them.
I've received reports of armed attacks on shipments. There's not enough vaccine to go around, and the underclasses are starting to get desperate.
Of course they're desperate. They can smell their death, and the sound they'll make rattling their cage will serve as a warning to the rest.
I hope you're not underestimating the problem. The others may not go as quietly as you think. Intelligence indicates they're behind the problems in Paris.
A bunch of pretentious old men playing at running the world. But the world left them behind long ago. We are the future.
We have other problems.
UNATCO?
Formed by executive order after the terrorist strike on the statue. I have someone in place, though. I'm more concerned about Savage. He's relocated to Vandenberg.
Our biochem corpus is far in advance of theirs, as is our electronic sentience. And their ethical inflexibility has allowed us to make progress in areas they refuse to consider.
The augmentation project?
Among other things, but I must admit that I have been somewhat disappointed in the performance of the primary unit.
The secondary unit should be online soon. It's currently undergoing preparation and will be operational within 6 months. My people will continue to report on its progress. If necessary, the primary will be terminated.
We've had to endure much, you and I, but soon there will be order again. A new age. Aquinas spoke of the mythical city on the hill. Soon, that city will be a reality, and we will be crowned its kings. Not better than kings. Gods.
And Liberty Island.
Heads up, JC. Your brother Paul is on his way to meet you at the dock. The NSF is raiding the island and shots have been fired. I repeat, find Paul. I will monitor your situation from HQ.
Free stuff.
Welcome aboard, Agent.
Thank you. Hey, Paul.
Paul, I thought you were in Hong Kong.
Welcome to the Coalition, JC. I might as well start using your code name.
What's going on?
The NSF. They hit one of our shipments. A few of them got away, but we trapped the rest in the statue.
What are we waiting for? Looks like a textbook assault.
The NSF took one of our agents hostage. The bots are holding the perimeter, but my orders are to hold back and send you in alone. I think someone high up wants to see how you handle the situation.
All I've got with me is a pistol and an electric prod. I don't mind a test, but UNATCO better issue some hardware.
Remember that we're police. Stick with the prod. It'll stun your opponents or knock them unconscious. A non-lethal takedown is always the most silent way to eliminate resistance. Just in case, though, Manderley wants you to pick an additional weapon. A sniper rifle, a GEP gun, or a mini crossbow.
You can get the mini crossbow elsewhere pretty easily. And, yeah, GEP gun.
Never know when I might come up against some heavy armor. Give me the GEP gun.
The GEP gun might be useful. They have a security bot on patrol near the statue entrance.
Great. What's the first move?
I'm going to give you a map of the island. If you can get to the north dock, a UNATCO informant will give you a key to the statue doors. He responds to the code phrase, iron and copper. You could avoid a lot of fighting, though, if you found a back way to the statue.
I'll see how it looks on shore.
Your primary objective is the makeshift command center the terrorists have installed at the top of the statue. But don't forget about Agent Herman. We think he's being held on the ground floor.
What are my orders when I reach the command center?
Interrogate the leader. We don't yet know why the terrorists would risk an open assault.
Excellent. Well, we're probably not going to use the GEP gun in this mission, just because it's a super rocket launcher. And I'm feeling a bit stealthy, so
NSF everywhere, JC. Your orders are to shoot on sight. A UNATCO informant on the door.
Shoot on sight sounds a bit
inside
different
the
than what my
statue.
brother told me,
Look
but...
for a bum. Identify yourself with the phrase iron and copper.
Yeah.
If you want to make a covert approach, remember the Academy stealth course. Stay out of their field of view, walk slowly to stay quiet, and crouch behind cover. Or if you have to get your hands dirty, remember that a headshot is a lethal takedown.
Indeed. Thankfully, the vision in this game is very much brightness focused. Pigeon. And if we're in this little dark area, they shouldn't see us very well. Let's see if we can kill for one. Well, they take out some we don't need to. All the hearing of the enemies in this game is quite good. Significantly better than their sight, even. Pepper spray. So walking slowly is helpful to stop them from getting an earful of you. Let's just... There we go. Went down one, that's lucky. Let's just time it there. Oh, headquarters is right over there. You might want to stop by there first. Have to do this, but it's funny, so I that just nothing will do it. Oh, this prod does use ammo. Don't need those. Since we're melee focused, it's good to have a decent melee weapon that isn't ammo using. Strangely enough, the baton is better than the knife. It actually straight up does more damage and is non-lethal, so it's usually the better option.
Welcome aboard, Agent.
No dice. Hey, let me in.
Freight base is under lockdown till the danger's gone, Agent Denton.
Right. How you guys holding up?
UNATCO command made us pull back. I guess for Gunther's sake. What's the deal? We're ready to go in.
We're taking a minimum force approach. We're cops, after all.
Ask me. I think we should frag them all. You trespass on UNATCO property, you get pumped full of lead.
When due process fails us, we really do live in a world of terror.
Thought you nanowogs were supposed to be badass killing machines. Guess I was wrong.
Guess so.
Some advice. You get out there, you're gonna have to tangle with some real sons of bitches. Best thing is to pick them off from 50 or 100 paces with a scope. I scored an extra one from a couple of thugs we dropped down by the dock. You can have it for 700 credits. I also picked up some 10mm ammo and some crossbow darts. Say 200 for one and 60 for the other.
Shouldn't you turn that stuff over to the quartermaster?
Sure, I will. As long as Command has the rest of us on parade drill, someone might as well put this hardware to use.
No, I'm not.
I'll check back with you later.
To murder everyone. Yeah. Our boss wants to test us, so instead of very easily solving the problem with the Legion of soldiers, we have to go in by ourselves.
Everything was clear an hour ago. Then, boom.
Well, don't want to waste any picks here. The objective said that the informant was on the north side. Yeah. Very useful map we have here.
Be careful. The NSF has set up patchwork security systems here. The NSF put a commercial-grade security bot in this area.
Yeah,
You
I
can
see
either
it.
avoid its patrol route, or, if you're feeling lucky, try and take it out with the EMP grenades or explosives. I wouldn't recommend taking it on with small
Ugh.
arms.
Huh. Not even a surprise notice? Ah, this guy's got a rifle. Remember I said about us being the crossbows? Well, he has a rifle for us. The only thing you can't get in the swing level is that gut gun, so we made the right choice, huh? Let's just take it off him. Bzzz. And... bonk. Ooh. We took 2 levels into the low-tech melee skill, so that it should knock him out pretty easily. If we didn't have that skill levels, we'd do less damage, and he might just run off and scream and set off the alarms, which wouldn't be good. Because yes, you can tase someone, or hit them from stealth, and not have them fall unconscious, which would be very bad.
It all happened an hour ago. The barge docked and the NSF moved right on in, offloading the cargo into speedboats. Our undercover man, Harley Philbin, should be somewhere out on the docks now.
Oh no. Well, you don't get to live. Wait a second, so my name throughs, and down he goes. Wow. All better.
About time you showed up.
Iron and copper. The statue is copper on an iron frame, right?
Password's enough, pal. Don't think you know something about the lady I don't. My dad did tours out here.
I heard that you could get me inside.
Depends. You get your man out, take back the statue, whatever. But I know the commander and I don't want to see him get hurt. Here's a picture so you don't make a mistake.
Best is
You
only
can
one
trust me.
here.
I'll take your word. Here's the key to the front entrance. Commander's not much of a soldier. He'll surrender as soon as he sees you. I need him alive because he's my main contact at the NSF. If he's dead, I don't have much of a business.
Thanks.
Well, that'll get us inside. Alright.
You with Philbin?
I get a cut for bringing him over.
Tell me what you know about the NSF operation.
I'm not that high level. The more elite troops, they're the ones that took over the ship and unloaded it into speedboats. I think we're supposed to be a diversion.
A ship?
That's all I know. The commander gave me a 10mm clip, a box of 30-06 ammo, and some crossbow darts, and said keep your head down. Like I'm gonna take on your NATCO troops. Want 'em? You can have the clip for 175, the 30-06 for 300, and the darts for 50. But if I was you, I'd avoid a head-on attack altogether and not even use the key-filled gun. I'd go in the statue from the back. Less security that way.
No.
No thanks.
Also, they gave you a bunch of ammo, but no weaponry. It's amazing. Well, I'll probably take your advice. The front door is probably not the best option, but... So, the way shooting works in this game, you have a little reticle that shrinks over time, and if you don't put levels into the skill for the weapon you're using, it sucks, and it takes about 10 years to have any aim worth anything at all. You don't really see that much in games anymore. I can probably just... yeah. Not that much more prod ammo. Ugh!
Uh-oh.
That could be on, Harry. Take it out.
This power box must have been damaged in the raid. Don't cross through the arcs. I'm also picking up an EMP field here. If you're not careful, it'll suck away your bioelectrical energy.
Ah yes, my magic cybernetic juice. Oh, there's their passwords. Committed a OSHA violation, and problem solved. Well, their password will be useful. Yes. The gap gun's so comically huge, my inventory is already full. I'll save these upgrades for later. Right. Okay, that guy's not around. It's not an immersive sim unless you can get around obstacles by stacking boxes. A bit of lore while I'm sneaking by here. We are playing as JC Denton. The JC stands for Jesus Christ, of course. We are a nano-augmented agent. Our body is full of nanomachines. You can see bits of circuitry on the side of our face and arms sometimes. And behind our glasses, we have, like, glowing blue Freeman eyes, which is why I wear them. We work for UNATCO, which is an anti-terrorist organization run by the UN. After the Statue of Liberty here was blown up in a terrorist attack, you can see it doesn't really have its head anymore, the UN was allowed to operate within the US, and at this point in time, the UN is basically sovereign over the US, actually. And just, things aren't going very well. Especially here in New York, things are not the best. How? We're doing fine. Doesn't do it too much. There's some guys. Another trap here. Gotta wait for that gas to clear. Another way around back here. More gas traps. There we go.
Did they find the shipment?
Yeah, we got the whole supply. You can see the ship's lights crossing the bay.
Guess y'all were right. So why aren't we pulling out?
Mike's on the horn. Jojo wants a lead on the distribution network.
Hell, we don't have enough men to protect what we've got.
That's what Jojo wants.
I wonder, how does a guy with a tattooed forehead get to be an NSF colonel? Pardon me, but back in Alabama, we wouldn't let a man who wears earrings plan a military operation.
I'd watch what I say about Jojo. He's got a temper.
He's a punk and he's gonna get us all killed.
The NSF is strong because it represents everyone's interests.
Yeah.
In the distant year of 2056, Alabamans are still Alabamans. That worm is a cam over here. Yep. Let's just... I don't have any multi-tools on my hotbar. It's not. Let's just turn this off. Don't have to worry about it now. So we wait for this guy to get by. Our actual target is up at the top of the statue, but we need to go over and save Agent Herman, one of our co-workers who got captured.
I think Gunther is being held behind this laser-triggered alarm. If you don't want to set off the alarm, you can either hack the control panel in the doorway or find a way around. My blueprint of the statue shows a few air shafts. This security setup is strictly amateur stuff. Keep an eye out for ways to bypass it. These old pre-millennial buildings are riddled with ventilation shafts and maintenance tunnels.
I just turn on my eyeball flashlights. That's what that symbol up in the top right is. And yes, you do activate by pressing F12. Oh, how sweet. I guess I'll take this. It's kind of useless, but... There's someone. This game is built on, I believe, the very first version of the Unreal Engine. It gets used a lot for game development nowadays, but back in year 2000, that wasn't usually the case. Give me some soy food. And a lot of things are actually put into it. For example, the aiming system got put onto the engine, as well as a new sound system. Sound in this game is fully dynamic and directional, and echoes around hallways. It's very well done. here. Like a light. Yeah, I can't pick up his body because I don't have inventory for his knife. Well, there's the agent. Oh. Like I said about the sound system, right here, I am going to listen until I can hear that he's passed by me. There. You'll see his friend's body, but you don't have time to yet.
Wait, quiet.
Excellent. The Gep gun hogs so much inventory space I'm having trouble keeping it all sorted. But yeah, this thing. It's a single shot weapon that sometimes kills things with one shot. Sometimes. That means it doesn't.
Gunther's in that room, one of our top agents.
But also the security panel's right there, so... Okay, take care of those things to spot you. And I can see the security panel right over there. Let's just wait until it's looking another way. And run over here and hide behind the desk while I turn it off. Could hack it, but I have the password, so... Yes, even if you know it, you do have to manually type it out. Off go the cameras. Open goes the door. I could make the turret shoot them all, but... nice and peaceful approach. More delicious sleep.
Glad you're not hurt, Agent.
Command should not have left us to be surrounded.
Risk is part of the job. I think you lucked out this time.
Agent Navarra and I were ready to go in, but for no reason they said pull back. I do not retreat. Please give me a weapon and move out of the way.
Sure. Take it.
As you wish. Take my pistol.
That will be adequate. I will secure this level. You proceed up the stairs to the command center at the top.
I said we are going to take a non-lethal approach. We'll, let Agent Gunter do as he pleases. There he goes. Despite the fact that he seemingly can, we can't walk through these lasers without setting off alarms, so a long way around for us. guess you took out the guy that was up here. Oh, Now, nobody found. I'm sure they'd be fine if we just... Might be. Well, they didn't take them all out.
Gunther has re-established contact. He says you helped him escape. Good work. Some news, JC. The NSF targeted a shipment of the plague vaccine Ambrosia. We can't locate it. See if the leader will surrender when you reach the command post. We'd like to interrogate him.
Yeah, they aren't looking this way, so let's just...
Let's get out of here.
I'm standing my ground.
Easy. We want you to take this one alive and conscious. Find out what you can about the shipment, then turn him over to one of the troopers.
Don't shoot. I surrender.
So you think you know better than FEMA what to do with this month's Ambrosia shipment?
You're too late. It's on its way back to the people, and you can't do a damn thing about it.
Tell me about the shipment, and I'll order the troops to pick you up as a prisoner instead of a corpse.
Ask away. We already won this round.
Where are you taking it?
We're just giving ordinary people the same chance to survive as the bureaucrats in Washington.
You'd have to unload in New York because the choppers would spot you at sea.
I think the government made the plague on purpose to get rid of the population growth.
What's this?
Well done. I will pass on your orders to the troopers. Report back to base on the west side of the island. Mission complete.
Just answer the question.
Don't believe me? It's all in the numbers. For 100 years, there's been a conspiracy of plutocrats against ordinary people.
Do you have a single fact to back that up?
Number one, in 1945, corporations paid 50% federal taxes. Now they pay about 5%. Number two, in 1900, 90% of Americans were self-employed. Now it's about 2%.
So?
It's called consolidation. Strengthen governments and corporations, weaken individuals. With taxes, this can be done imperceptibly over time.
The chief finally let us loose. We were right behind you and cut through them like a hot knife through butter.
I guarantee you that the interrogation staff at UNATCO will not be as forbearing as I am.
Yeah, the secret police. You're just bullies for a completely illegitimate government in Washington.
We will locate that shipment, one way or another.
The entire executive branch is handpicked. 19 of the last 23 U.S. presidents have been members of the Trilateral Commission. The Trilateral Commission is financed by the Rockefellers and the Rothschilds. Don't tell me.
That's a think tank. Anyone can become a member.
But not everyone does. That's why they call it the secret government.
I'll take it from here.
You do that. Yeah. When the game's plot is every single pre-9/11 conspiracy theory is true, there are some topical points. And a few nutjob things people harp on about even today.
They sent us in to pick up the pieces. We've already searched the bodies and delivered the enemy munitions to the quartermaster.
Anywho, that's a mission complete right there. Luckily our office is like right down the road, because it's also right on this island. third place I found this password. Including right by the door. They aren't very security-minded, those NSF.
Minimum force won't work in the city. You better take some hardware.
I'll check back with you later.
Might as well use these to clear out the inventory. I don't have any points in rifle, but it might be useful later. Yeah, just put them all on the rifle.
Minimum force won't...
shut up.
I'll take the scope for 7.
Just attach this baby to your pistol and...
We've got the island secured. How did things look in the statue?
The leader surrendered, so they were after Ambrosia.
A month's supply for the East Coast. We think they've taken it back to the city.
I didn't know UNATCO handled the Ambrosia distribution.
Manderley will brief us shortly. UNATCO makes sure the limited supply of vaccine gets to government agencies and key industries.
It's good to finally see some action.
Just keep a level head. You're doing well so far. Now get inside. I'll meet you in Manderley's office, level 2.
You're Paul's sister, right? The new agent?
You can't tell?
Welcome aboard, sir.
You mean ma'am?
Sir. We're supposed to use sir as a gender-neutral address.
Oh.
Way to go, sir. I thought Gunther was a goner.
Oh.
It's my first day, too. I'm pretty excited.
Get inside. I'll meet you in Manderley's office.
Just a second, Paul.
It's a living.
I have the memory of it. Yeah, I was doing it right. First day on the job, steal from the office. I understand what I said about the NSF. UNATCO is clearly just as bad. Hey, free stuff.
Way to go.
Thanks.
Get inside. I'll meet you in Manderley's office.
Check in with Manderley on level 2.
Come on in. The retinal scanner can read blood vessel patterns right through your sunglasses.
Well, that's convenient. Ah, good old plant throwing. Never gets old.
Remember that Mr. Manderley wants to see you. Level 2. His secretary, Janice Reed, has your login and password.
Good work out there, Miss Denton. Mr. Manderley said you handled yourself nicely. Welcome to UNATCO HQ. Our little family keeps getting bigger.
Is Mr. Manderley available?
Yes, go right in. By the way, your computer account is ready. Log in JCD, password Bionic Man.
I'm gonna go read an email. Talk to the boss. Man, do I love reading.
You found your office. Did Janice give you your login? Yes, I see here that she did.
Use our handbook. I am gonna read stuff, but just for video's sake, I'll go quickly through this. If anyone else needs to read it, that is what pausing is for. Alright, let's see what the man really wants.
Reporting for duty, sir.
JC, splendid. Do accept my apologies about the situation topside?
A refreshing change from the academy, sir.
Don't despise training. Even you would be worthless without the shaping touch of drills and studies.
So the NSF took a shipment of the ambrosia vaccine? Give me a chopper and a pilot and I'll handle it.
I'm sure you could. Yes, indeed. But we're having your brother head up the recovery team. You'll work with Agent Anna Navarra. Why don't we meet when you've seen Jaime for a medical checkup and received your equipment from Sam Carter? You'll be briefed at that.
Yes, sir.
Mess with your flag. Okay, medical checkup. Let's go down. Oh. I missed the faucet. It's like Alright, let's get this over with. Oh. That was a puzzle.
Hey, JC.
You look like the real thing. They actually let you operate on people?
Just fixed Gunther's knee, in fact. A sticky actuator. So far, I feel more like a mechanic than a doctor.
I'm impressed.
They actually let you point a gun at people.
We'll have to catch up later. I've got to leave for New York right away. Can you send Manderley whatever it is he wants?
No problem. Listen, JC. About your augmentations. You know they're preparing to roll out the technology worldwide, right?
As long as I don't turn green and grow a pair of antennas, I understand it.
Yeah, well, the design's pretty modular, which means you'll soon have access to upgrades from standard augmentation canisters.
I think I picked one of those up at the top of the statue.
Maybe you did. My order from VersaLife was on the ship the NSF captured. You'll need to take it to one of the medbas for installation.
I'll do that.
The canisters contain a colloid of ROM modules. Some are generic upgrades, others require you to make permanent choices about how to configure one of your subsystems.
It's about time they implemented some of this stuff.
Have you met your partner yet, Anna Navarra? I think she and Gunther are upstairs in the break room.
Haven't run into her.
A real piece of work. Maybe you should compare notes before the operation. You never know. She might go easier on you.
Alright, let's get that canister patched in. This is the nipple right here. Alright, so you can carry big things or you can hit target with melee. This is a melee build, so taking that one. Well, there's some things to look forward to. Oh, exercise.
You're getting warm.
Ugh. Yeah, let's not put those on.
You're red hot. Looks like you found me.
Once we're at the spying on our co-workers phase of things. There it is.
Like leading a mouse to cheese.
This thing is starting to give me a headache.
Don't worry, we shut it down when you go off duty.
I guess I'll get used to it.
I'm Alex Jacobson, communications engineer.
I suppose you already know who I am.
Getting there. You're certainly quicker on the uptake than your brother Paul ever was.
Thanks.
Don't worry, I'll be watching your back.
That was a close one up there.
Always locked doors. I don't want to waste any picks on them. Oh, there's those two.
Are you sure you pressed the right button?
I do not make mistakes of that kind.
Your hand might have slipped.
No, I wanted orange. It gave me lemon lime.
The machine would not make a mistake.
It's the maintenance man. He knows I like orange.
So you think the staff has some kind of plot?
Yes, they do that on purpose.
My new partner, J.C. Denton. Don't tell me you're going to wear those sunglasses during a night operation.
My vision is augmented.
At least it is a way that we know when it's not Paul.
Forgive my interruption. I just want to say that I look forward to working with you, Agent Navarro. Could you tell me how to find Sam Carter's office?
I do not expect you to perform as well as Agent Herman, but the mission will require us to do more than frighten the NSF with our baggy coats that make us look bigger than we really are.
I am prepared to perform my duties.
She will not be the equivalent of her brother. I have seen that he knows the procedure of a good offensive.
Let us hope you are right.
I won't let you down, Agent.
Forget how Agent Navarra is not friendly. She has every life to give for her partner.
Let's see, is it really limit 9 in here? Oh. Oh, did I spend exactly 700 credits on the pistol scope? Yeah. No soda for me. Mr. President.
See Manderley on level 2 and let's move out.
The med center and armory are on level 3.
Oh, right, the
I have to
armory.
prepare for the mission.
Oh dear. Excuse me, Anna. I need down these stairs.
I am not going to hold your hand. You have your orders.
Okay, here we are.
At ease, Agent Denton.
General Carter, I read about the Merced operation in school. This is a great honor.
I'm not a general anymore. Just call me Carter.
I can't believe what the NSF did to your family.
Enough of that, soldier. We each have our troubles. I lost my children, but you've had to grow up without your parents, which requires more courage. I don't think it matters.
My parents died in a car accident. That's different.
I said that's enough. You have your own op and time is short. How about I issue you a stealth pistol?
That sounds fine. Thank you, sir.
What else do you think you'll need?
Lockpicks.
A smart lockpick is always handy.
That's right. Infiltrate and evade. Engage only on your own terms. Now move out. Manderley's waiting.
Hey, what about that guy out front selling munitions? Is that allowed?
Oh, Kaplan, right. We've got some screwballs around here, but he's not the problem. It's whoever's been breaking into the armory.
Someone at UNATCO's a thief?
Yes, sir. And a damn good one.
That's interesting. I'm gonna leave this room.
I don't like getting shot at. Not one bit.
Well, now let's actually get back to Manderley. Oh, stuff over here. Locked. Whatever. But, oh! It does, like, half the damage of the normal pistol. And while enemies have good hearing, it's only within a certain range, so... This thing is useless, isn't it?
That will be JC's job.
What's that?
Power station. The NSF have Ambrosia in a warehouse protected by cameras and booby traps. We want to power down the whole system.
We're taking one illicit generating plant, protected by weak groups of NSF. Knock out that plant, and Paul's team can walk right into the warehouse.
Just tell me where it is.
The NSF are openly resisting our deployed forces, gradually falling back. You'll have to deal with them first.
And you be ready, Paul. When the power drops, go in and go in hard.
I'll use my discretion.
Go in like the U.S. Marshals. We lose the vaccine, I'm sending your butt to the mayor to explain why he and his 3 daughters won't get their pills this month.
Yes, sir. Let's not waste any time, JC. Get down to the dock. A boat is waiting to take you and your partner, Anna Navarro, to shore.
Yes, get moving. Here's your op bonus for the great job you did in the statue, plus 250 for rescuing Agent Herman. That's 1,250. We take care of our people around here.
Thank you, sir.
Well, that's my rate paid. Let's get to that boat. Huh.
Wish I was going with you. Good luck out there. Man, 2 Dentons in the field. The NSF won't know what hit them.
You bet. Well, they haven't cleaned the bodies around here up yet.
Let's head out.
Let's go show some terrorists what for.